and then I read the comments of it, and it was like, would you not give us fucking tokens and just fix the fucking cruise missiles already?
I saw that one, which is great because literally.
Hey, blacked out, pulling up and everybody act out. Ops out, gas out, run up on me, get.
So, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Today I'm here with Killin. She's a streamer, content creator, and she just placed 4th place in the TGL league.
Yep.
Stop
Sure
gassing her
did.
like that.
Sure did.
And I'm also here with Stonebanks. He's a streamer, content creator, and also a TGL semi-finalist. Right? Because
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is also my cousin.
Yeah, didn't you made it to the semifinals, right? Because it was right
Yeah,
before the
something like
4.
that.
Yeah.
And then got torched. I got sold.
Got sold.
Teammates dropping goose eggs, but it's whatever.
That's how it goes sometimes, though. So first thing I wanted to talk about on the podcast was a little bit about both of you guys. Killin, if you want to start off just to give everybody a little bit of who you are.
Well, you said who I was. I stream.
Okay.
I don't know what else you want me to say.
So Killin, your logo's a shark. How did that sort of come up?
Baby shark did.
Well, sharks are my favorite animal, so
They're mine too.
I thought it
Also,
would be,
in case
ooh, twins.
y'all didn't know, she copies everything that I
Shut
do.
up.
I had got clear frame glasses.
Bro,
like,
don't make me
a
go
week
switch my
later,
clear frames.
she got clear frame glasses.
Don't make me go get my clear frames.
Know who had them first though? Clayster.
Exactly.
That's why I got them. And then next thing you know, she has them, and I'm like, really, bro?
Oh my gosh.
And Stone, how did you get your name?
So a lot of people don't know this story, and I never tell it because it's super long, but I'll tell it now. Well, it's not super long. I just don't want to tell it. So my first gamer tag used to be Ace5659. It was literally a random generated name that PlayStation came up with because the name Ace was taken. So they generated that, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll take it, whatever. And I'd play a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and eventually it got to the point where I started to run into the same people, and they didn't like me because I was toxic. Because I kill you, and then I kill you and talk shit. And then after the game, I talk more shit. So it got to the point to where I was like joining lobbies, and people would like cuss me out because they recognized my name. And then I started getting booted offline and all this other stuff.
Shit.
And I was like, well, I can't even play this game and have fun anymore. Because at that point, like Black Ops 2 was not dead, but like I'm pretty sure like Black Ops 3 and stuff was out, and I was still playing 2 just because I liked 2.
2 was fun.
So it was a small portion of people on there. So like you ran into the same people often. So I was like, I need a new gamer tag, but I didn't know what to pick because I was like, that's been my identity since like the beginning. And then there's a movie. I think it's The Expendables 3. Mel Gibson's character, his code name is Stonebanks, and he's like the main antagonist of the movie. So
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna steal this. And then I get on like League of Legends, and people are like, oh, are you Stonebanks, the EDM artist? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Cool. So that's how I got my name.
That's funny because my first name was Mafia in 1998, and it was funny because I used to get grilled so much about it because I misspelled Mafia. I thought it was a PH instead with the F, so I did.
Oh no.
So, and then having brothers,
That's hilarious.
having brothers, I heard it the worst from them. They're always Mafia, ha 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 ha, Mafia. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
That's hilarious.
And then after that, I had Hypestone, which was like the first kind of Call of Duty clan me, Ronin, and my friend Recoil had started. So it was like us 3, and we were doing like sniping videos and montages like that and stuff. And that was throughout like high school. We were burying them phase at that time. But yeah. And then we all kind of split off to do our own thing. Me and Ronan started streaming more, so I found the name strat. He found Ronin. I think that's what he was though. Still, when we were in hype, he was hype Ronin, I believe. So yeah, he just kind of continued with his, but I wanted a whole brand new thing because I didn't think hype Stone and Stone just went the same. I would have been the same as you. Hey guys, brought to you by Stone and Stonebanks today.
Yeah, my name was literally just to get people to leave me alone so I could play a game in peace. I had to create a whole new account. I had to grind to get my camos and everything back. I was heated.
Yeah.
Mine was just when I thought Killin it sounded cool. So that's what my first one was.
Yeah.
And then obviously as we were playing, people just called me Killin instead.
Yeah.
So then that's what it was. And then the US on like all my stuff, because Living had US on his, and I was trying to just get Killin, but when I was trying, it was taken. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll put US, and then it was free on like everything.
Yeah, it just
So I
kind
was like,
of
okay.
branched out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine, like, I've gone through so many fucking names. I've had at least a good 10 fucking accounts on PlayStation. Because I used to
I've
play
only had
games ban.
3.
Play games ban. And it's mostly for
I've
shit
had
talking.
Ace, Stonebanks, and then when I was trying to go pro in Call of Duty, I had Scar, but that was about it. Because I wanted something that sounded cool.
That's what name you had when you and Killin met, right? Was Scar?
Yeah. No, it was actually Stonebanks still, and then when we joined the same organization, I'm not gonna say their name. But we had to create separate accounts for that organization alone, and I didn't want my account to be that org's name plus mine because it felt super long.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just pick something different, and then I just went with Scar, and that's why Killin still calls me Scar to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, she will not call me anything else. But
bro, I try to call you Stone.
I will call you Scar just because I hear her calling you Scar all the time, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. Which I don't mind because it's like it's cool with me. I mean, my profile picture on freaking Discord is literally Scar from Lion King. So. It is what it is.
All right. First thing I want to talk about this was this past week in Call of Duty, the CDL. Did you guys see any of the matches this week?
Clayster won a match. Let's go.
He's with the Royal Ravens. That was they haven't won anything like in the past few weeks, right? Besides this one. Because I remember them losing.
They've been taking teams to game 5s, bro.
Yeah. They just gotta get better. Get better at closing them out.
Yeah, that's the only issue. But hopefully they make champs. That's all I really care for is that they make champs and they don't start on the. They'll probably start at the bottom of the bracket. Who am I kidding?
The first game I wanted to talk about though was that Optic reverse sweep against Rorker, Minnesota. That one was fucking wild though.
Okay, what was that life deficit in control? It was like 3-14.
Yeah, 3-14.
And they lost that round. Yeah, you can't lose those, bro.
Yeah, that started the whole everything right there.
To be fair, if I lost 3-14 in a control round, I'd be checked too, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
And then I forgot what map was after that too. It was the hard point on sub base, and it was like we were down. Optic was down by 30 points, I believe, to 242. So they only needed 8 points, and we came back and won that, and that was the map 4.
Well, I mean, 30 points ain't that bad, but still, if you're at 242 again, you can't lose that, bro.
For real.
Literally, all you have to do is like kiss the hill. You ain't even gotta. Yeah, you don't even have to hold it for a push.
And it was like, if they would have just rotated early, to the next hill, but what fucked them up was when they were fighting for the hill before it moved, Shotzi spawned up behind them all. Because
They were probably trying to
hill
soak
was
up
white.
as much time as they possibly could. So they, when the new hill popped, all they needed was like a second or two, which is a mistake. Like if you have a lead and you can win off the next hill, even if you can soak up time on the current one, just rotate. Win off the
Yeah.
next one. Get spawns and rotate. It's that easy.
And then Optic has also been working on their search and destroys too, so
They ain't got a
were
choice
able
but
to.
to, because that's why they keep losing the phase.
Yeah.
Because of search.
And that's where we closed it out. 3-6 on S&D.
I know I seem like Optic's biggest hater, but like I'm not. Like I still respect them as like one of the most decorated organizations, but like you can't sit here and try and debate that they've had nothing but all-star teams for decades.
Yeah.
And they fall short too much, and it's like, okay, like cool, like your talent's good, but like at the same time, like if you aren't winning anything, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is.
True.
It is crazy.
That's like Dashy. He's a great player, but at the end of the day, like you don't have anything to show for it. I mean, granted, there's like Enable who doesn't have a ring, but he's still a great player. He's won tournaments. Dashy has what, like 2 or
I
3
think
to his
so.
name? 1 from BL4 and 2 from Vanguard. Like, he's a
Mhm.
great player, but like if he retires without a ring, that's gonna be absolutely sad.
Yeah,
Because even like Assault has one, and that's crazy.
true.
But World War II was BS. TK should have won, but it's whatever.
Definitely.
They choked in the finals. I don't know how you lose to Aches, Apathy, Assault, and I can't even remember who the 4th was. It was Aches, Apathy,
Yeah, I don't know.
Assault. Who was 4 on EG?
Honestly, I wasn't
I don't
keeping
know.
up with Call of Duty too much that year.
I want
Well,
to say Gunless, but I don't know if that's right.
It wasn't Gunless. I don't think Gunless has a ring. Dang, bro. Who was the 4th? It wasn't Aqua. I'm pretty sure it was another old head. I just can't remember who. Let me Google
Yeah.
it.
And then the other match I wanted to talk about was the FaZe losing to the New
Oh,
York
that was bad.
Subliners. That was
Bro,
wild,
listen,
man.
We played
FaZe-
so bad. It was
FaZe
ridiculous.
is pissing me off.
Yeah,
Because I was so hyped for freaking. They got Draza. They finally got a flex. MC was going to main AR, which that was the move they should have made last year. I mean, I respect Slasher, but he was not the move. Silly. That's why I don't remember him, because bro's not even in the league
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
yeah.
We won't talk about that though. But yeah, no, FaZe is kind of pissing me off because like they did good Major 1. Granted, they should have. I feel like they could have contested Toronto,
Yeah.
but then again, Toronto is just a different.
Toronto
beast.
was just
They got-
playing
they got-
super different. That
They got
game,
Envoy, and
though.
I already knew they were going to be a problem because Envoy is a great player, and that was
Kleenex
literally all
is
they
crazy,
needed. Was
too.
just
Yeah.
they just
the
needed a
whole
better
game
sub.
stack.
I mean, Hixie was a good player, but Envoy's better. So
And-
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're losing their second place spot. Like I feel like
But
top
also
3.
though, subliners just aren't even like bad. I don't know why they started off
subliners are
so
good,
bad.
but
They started off
it was
bad
that-
like at the beginning, and everybody thought that they were going to come out a lot harder than they were, and they didn't. And now it looks like they started to clean stuff up a lot. Now because actually being FaZe, I was like, I did not see it going their way, to be honest. And then
I mean,
they
I
actually
think-
Yeah, we didn't
cleaned
play
up.
that great of search. Like our searches that series were terrible.
FaZe is known
for
as a
FaZe,
search
like-
team, which is
Yeah.
crazy. I
It
mean, they're
was-
good at like respawns, but like their search is always their bread and butter.
Mhm.
Because they have three
it
of the
was bad to
best
watch.
search players now. Well, I guess 4 of the best search players now that they got Draza.
Mhm.
But it's whatever, I guess. They need to get it together because
Oh, definitely.
if they don't win another ring, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Right, come in second again.
If that core trio does not, first off, last year was the first year since BO4 that Simpin and BZ weren't in the grand finals of champs.
I
You know how
know,
crazy
is
that
wild.
is? Like, it's either they get first or second. And last year was the first year they did not get first or second.
That is wild.
And if they get 3, I think Simp and Abizi have the biggest chance of passing Clay, Karma in rings. Like those two definitely have the biggest chance of passing 3 rings.
Oh, definitely.
Which them having 2 this early into their career, because Simp is only like 21, isn't he, or something? Like they're both really young, so they got plenty of time. Unlike people like Clay, who only got his 3rd, and was like 20 something already, like 28 or whatever.
Yeah. Another thing that I want to talk about a little bit about Clayster is did you watch the Royal Ravens match? Because I know he responded after the match because he heard about like the commentators. They were
they keep bringing up how old he is.
I saw his tweet about it,
and that is annoying. And that's one thing I did notice every time Clay plays. They're like, "Oh, he's old and he's still playing," and it's like, bro, we get it. Like we know, we're well aware of how old Clayster is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to keep bringing it up. Like, yes, he's old, but like he's been playing this game for a long time, and he clearly still makes a difference when it comes to teams. Because if that Royal Ravens team did not have Clay and had somebody else, they'd be shit out of luck.
Yeah, and definitely. What else he was saying? He's like old. He's like, I'm barely 32. Like it ain't even like
like old. Bro, he's not even. It's not even like he's like ancient either, bro.
He's like I'm 30.
He's just like the oldest in the league. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's not that old.
Yeah, it's like with Scump too. Scump's not that old. He just retired, and he's just says he's not good enough to. Well, it's not even that he says he's not good enough to perform.
Definitely still good enough to compete with people. I think the problem was that he was just put in a bad predicament.
Yeah.
One, he doesn't really enjoy the games, which is similar to what happened with Karma and Formal. 2, Dashy got benched.
Yeah.
And then it's like, do you really want to send Dashy to challengers? Like, Dashy being in challengers just sounds weird. Like, it doesn't make sense because everybody's aware of what he has. And Scump, I think he probably felt like he was holding the team back, which he wasn't. Like, I'm gonna be honest. If they had Ghosty, Shotzi, Dashy, and Scump last year, I think they beat Toronto or LA Thieves in one of those grand finals, opposed to having Hook. Because Hook, arguably, I mean, he was the problem last year, arguably.
Yeah.
Quotations. I'm not gonna say who the real problem is, but anyways, I think if Scump was there to help guide Ghosty a little bit more, and help with the team, I think they definitely would have took one of those chips majors last year. But I think Ghosty alone and having to play outside of his role just to fit in the team, and then like there was one listen in, I think it was with Toronto, that grand final with Toronto, or maybe it wasn't, where you could hear like Ghosty telling Dashy to go back and block spawns and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Ghosty shouldn't be having to tell you to do that. Like that's something you should know.
Yeah.
And like he had to keep repeating it, and like Dashy like wasn't doing it. So that was my thing, is I feel like if Scump's there, that message gets across, and like it's fine. Like maybe Dashy like probably could have egoed him a little bit, like, dude, bro, you just got here, like relax. Like I know what I'm doing. Or maybe it was just hectic and he didn't hear, or he was just in the moment. But I think Scump, if he's there instead of Hook, I think they win one of those grand finals. I can't tell you against who. I think probably against Toronto. I feel like that was the better matchup. I don't think they would have beat Thieves even if they had Scump. I think Toronto definitely they could have took that one from though.
Yeah. Yeah, but as far as another thing related to Optic, did you guys see the Optic lawsuit to Activision? Well, it's not technically Optic. It's Hex and Scump. They're suing,
because Optic as a brand can't sue them, because that's like trying to sue your boss while you still work for them, which isn't allowed.
Yeah.
I think that lawsuit.
It's
It's
crazy.
hard to speak on because I don't really know. Like, obviously, I'm not Hex. I'm not Scump. I'm not a part of Optic. I'm not a part of the CDL, so I don't know like what exactly happened. Like, I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure there's like, isn't it because of like loss of like revenue or something?
Yeah,
Because
so
of what Hex had to do just to stay like in the league.
yeah, he had to give up like a lot of his
Oh, they wanted him to
ownership.
prove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they wanted him to prove that he had whatever assets, and then he.
he had to sell off
I mean, he probably
Optic.
could, but it was probably just easier to just sell
Mm-hmm.
Optic to. Well, he didn't necessarily sell it. He sold his CDL spot technically, and then merged with
Empire.
Hastro.
Yeah.
Um, which was a smart move. I mean, Envy is a little more stable when it comes to the esports scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just using the Optic branding. That's a win for Hex. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like him and Hastro can work together. It's not like he sold it to like Nate Shot.
Yeah, but it was like
Well,
the fact that he had to do it is what he's bad,
yeah,
and
which
he
was stupid. Which I've heard, some shady stuff that they did to the CDL owners and then the players when
mm-hmm.
the league first started about them having to sign the contract in that room without, or otherwise they
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to play. Which right there, they should have all just not signed it because ain't nobody about to sit there and watch freaking. Somebody give me a random challengers player. Nobody's about to sit there and watch.
And then it's like
I
they
don't even know.
already
Nobody's
had to
about to watch
do that
freaking
buy-in too. That buy-in
Jimbo.
of what was it, 27.5 million or something like that?
Well, that buy-in
Yeah,
isn't like
I think that the switch was
it's not.
just
It's
bad.
not. It's not upfront though. Like that 20 million. I think Nate Shot explained it. He said the 20 million, like you don't have to pay it up front. It's over time you have to pay it though. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's probably
Which
a
is
down
kinda
payment
crazy.
though, which is 20 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How long do I have to make this? Well, I guess until the CDL ends because 20 million in revenue. I don't even know what 100 Thieves as an organization made last year, but they still have to pay other people.
Yeah.
So
and they've been downsizing, so
yeah, literally. They had to cut salaries, so
yeah.
I think that says enough. And then it kind of just sucks because other organizations like the Royal Ravens, Legion, like some of them didn't get big partners
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
beginning. Because I know like Rocker got like partnered with like Gary V, and he was able to bring in sponsors. Ultra has like partners. Optic and FaZe already had pre-existing
Yeah.
deals with other companies, and then there's people outside of Call of Duty that got into that, and their sponsors didn't want to make that jump. Like, so they got those places like that don't get as much support, which sucks. Which is why I hate the CDL. I mean, it's good for the players because they get bigger salaries, but at the same time, the competition sucks because there's only 12 teams.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to get a
Then
league
their
spot.
production isn't even that great.
The production sucks.
Like it's
yeah.
most of
terrible.
the qualifiers are done online. I miss the Pro League. I actually liked watching Pro League matches.
Yeah.
And having that, I liked having smaller organizations being able to fund teams to go to events, and then those
Yeah.
teams playing to get into the bracket with the bigger teams so they can have a
Yeah.
chance at a bigger prize pool. Like that was cool to me. And
Yeah.
I thought, with the CDL, they'll probably just continue doing the same thing. Like there's the 12 league teams and then like challengers teams can get integrated. But they're like, no, we're just gonna keep them separate. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
It's stupid. Because like challengers, you win a tournament and your team wins like $10,000. And it's like you can go win a Warzone tournament. You ain't even gotta win it and you can make more than that.
Yeah. For real.
I
That is
think
wild.
Parasite or Scump said that. I think it was Parasite. He played one Warzone tournament and I think he won it. And that one Warzone tournament earnings was bigger than all the ones he had.
I think
All his earnings in Modern Warfare 2019.
I
Which
think
is sad.
that was
That's
I
crazy.
think that was Scump actually, because I remember somebody. I was just watching a video the other day that
It was one of
Scump
those
had
two, but
won,
I'm pretty
like,
sure
a stupid
Parasite
amount of
mentioned
money.
it too.
Yeah.
And Parasite won like I think like 3-4 tournaments in Modern Warfare 2019, and his Warzone earnings was literally more just off of that, and that's stupid. And then Scump won a Warzone tournament, and he's
And
not even a
then-
Warzone streamer.
Yeah, and then that
Yeah.
started all that debate about. Did you see it going on the internet about which pros are better, the Warzone
Which-
or
yeah.
COD
That
League?
is crazy though, because how do you let a dude that played in the CDL and strictly had to scrim and do all this stuff come into your domain and win the tournament? Like y'all sit there and play that every single day. Like he doesn't, and he just
Yeah.
literally came in there and won. Like that's sad.
Yeah.
I'd be heated.
It's just crazy though, but if you just look at it, like Scump's just that good at Call of Duty, whether it be Warzone or that.
I don't know. I don't think there's a difference between like I don't know why. I get it. Like the mechanics and all that is still the same. So why people thought that it wouldn't translate to Warzone is beyond me. Like it's not hard to figure out what the Warzone meta
it's just
is.
the
and then
strategy.
It's the same thing. Like you just got to stay alive, which is kind of what you have to do in the league. Is when
Yeah,
you play your lives regardless of what the situation is. He's still mechanically good at the game. It's not like he doesn't know how to play it.
true.
I mean, there's lots of CDL players that play Warzone and do just fine. So I don't know where that debate came from, but I don't think Warzone players can come into the CDL
Yeah,
and do the same.
I don't think so either.
Because like I watch like Teep and other guys who, you know, used to play Call of Duty, they're decorated players. The way they play Warzone is completely different than the CDL. Like a lot of streamers drop like somewhat close together and then end up just branching off and getting kills on their own so they can clear off the map and then just meet up at the end. And it's like you can't do that in the league. Like, and then the comms are nowhere near the same. So I doubt.
Yeah,
I mean, they did try a Warzone tournament for CDL players, and that was so boring. Everybody was
like
just
camping and stuff.
sitting in buildings, bro. That was so boring. I thought they were gonna get like actual Warzone streamers, and they got their fucking CDL teams, and I'm like, bro, what is this?
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
Shit was trash. They
uh,
don't ever need to do that again.
and some more news over the weekend. I know there was a lot of people that were mad about the ranked being down all of Friday, pretty much. I was pissed off. I was really mad. I was trying to play that whole day, and I think I woke up at like 8 a.m. here in Central Time, and I think it came back on like 6 or 7 p.m. I was like bored out my mind throughout the whole time. Like I was watching the matches though. CDL matches.
I didn't even know that ranked was down until Killin told me. I had absolutely no idea. Like, because we were going to warm up and ranked for our TGL match, and she was like, "Oh, ranked down," and I was like, "Oh." But I can't remember
It was
if
wild.
were the cruise missiles already messed up before ranked went down, or was it after?
I think it happened at the same time.
Yeah.
Because all I remember is I think we were playing a ranked game. Killin got a cruise missile. And she couldn't direct it, but I didn't hear her say when she couldn't direct it. So then I got a cruise missile, and then I used it, and I'm like, I can't move it. And she's like, oh, they're messed up. She's like, mine did the same thing, and then everybody else.
Yeah,
was
I
like,
thought it was
"Oh,
just
but-"
my controller because my controller was messing up. I was like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
maybe my controller's just messed up and I can't control it. So then when he got his, I was like, oh, it's not just me.
I think that pissed me off more than rank being down is the fact that cruise missiles didn't work. Because then, like, we play the TGL. And like somebody gets we get cruise missiles, and it's like, and I'm like, well, there ain't no point in us using them because we can't direct them. And they're like, we can get information. I can also get information just by looking. Like I don't need cruise missiles. I'm like, if I want to get a cruise missile, I want to be able to get a pick with it or something.
Exactly.
Like I don't want to just get information. I want to pop the UAV if that was the case.
Yeah. And then what pissed off a lot more people is that Activision actually made like a tweet on it. I think on like it was yesterday actually. They're going to be giving us double XP tokens, weapon XP.
Bro, I don't need more tokens.
That's what
I
tweeted that. I tweeted about that too. I was like, does anybody even find these useful after the first week of COD? I was like,
exactly.
I was like, after that point, I don't even think anybody cares. Maybe the battle pass ones, if you're like behind.
Yeah, honestly, the battle pass ones I'd rather have.
I don't care about any of them, bro. Give me like one rank up or something, not like a whole tier.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like if I'm in 3, you know, move me to the next one or whatever. Like
Yeah.
and the funny thing
I don't
is,
want no double XP. What the heck am I supposed to do with that, bro? I don't play
Exactly.
Call of Duty for XP. I don't care about the battle pass, bro. I don't even care about the weapons. I use the same like 3 weapons.
Exactly.
and the funny thing that I thought about the whole thing was they had put that on there, and then I read the comments of it, and it was like, would you not give us fucking tokens and just fix the fucking cruise missiles already?
I saw that one, which is great because literally, like, in like your work environment, like everything being toxic and stupid, and you're like underpaid, and then your management is like pizza party. You're like,
Honestly.
I asked for a raise, but all right.
Yeah, for real. And that's just what I was like over it. I was like, when I saw that on there and just seeing everybody's comments, I was like, you got access to Twitter too. You guys are posting this stuff and y'all don't see what the community wants.
Listen,
They don't
all
give
I'm
a fuck
saying
about those tokens.
Because they don't care. That's why.
is Treyarch, save us, please, bro.
Yeah.
And then please save us. But what makes me so mad is that it's like Black Ops Gulf War, bro. I'm tired. No, no, stop going back in time. Stop it. You're pissing me off. I don't care. I don't want to use a gun that I don't want to. Like, stop. Black Ops
True.
4 was great in my opinion. I know it got a lot of stick. I don't care. That was the last entertaining competitive to watch.
I love Black
Besides
Ops 4.
Cold War, but that was only because Cold War, the maps were like good, and then the gunplay was actually decent. But I enjoyed the Black Ops 4. That was probably the last
Oh,
one
yeah.
I like really enjoyed. My thing is like, why don't you just bring that back? Like, I thought the movement in Black Ops 4 was good. I thought that was the first 3-gun meta.
Mhm.
That was the first 3-gun meta, and then ARs had 4 options that year at some point. You could use the ICR, there was the Maddox, there was the KN if you wanted to use that, and then there was the Rampart. I mean, that got GA'd after Classic after Classic shit on everybody. I think that's when they knew something was up.
Yeah.
That's 3 ARs right there. And then, you know, a Maddox is like more of a flex gun. It was a do-it-all gun. And then, but Sogs could still contest both of those guns. And that was the last game where I felt like everything was somewhat balanced. I mean, when the Sog went to hit scan, that shit was broken, but still.
Yeah.
After that, I mean, the M4, MP5, the MP5 was shredding motherfuckers. Like, I didn't even like being an AR in Modern Warfare. I just used the MP5 because the shit was just broken. Yeah, it's just stupid. Like, I feel like if games like Rainbow Six Siege can have an entire game where every operator has a different weapon. I mean, some of them have different weapons, obviously. I mean, the same weapons, obviously. But if they can have a competitive scene where all guns are pretty much different and have different recoil patterns and all this other stuff, how is it so hard for Call of Duty to make a game and not any of the ARs and any of the submachines be viable for competitive? Like, literally, they were using the Holger like the first few weeks, and then during the middle of like Clayster and like not Clayster, like the Royal Ravens, and I believe it was Ultra scrimming, the shit just got GA'd. Like in the middle of the scrimming, they had been playing with it all day since the game came out, and they're like, "Nope, Holger's G8 is too overpowered. Now we got to use the MCW." But then it's like the MCW isn't that great. Like, in my opinion, I don't really like it. Like, it's probably one of my least favorite ARs in recent years. Like, I don't like the MCW. It feels very inconsistent a lot of the times.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you get a headshot, like, it's busted. But there's other times where I feel like I'm putting 8 bullets into somebody at close range, and then they fucking 2-tap me in the head or whatever. Or like they shoot me in the body and same amount of bullets and I die. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
For real. Another thing, so right now I got a couple of things, and I want your guys' opinions on them and see if you think they belong in the next COD. So, specialists, do you want those in the next COD, like Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3?
I kind of miss specialists.
I was gonna say, yeah, I
thought
think that'd be fun.
specialists made like. Granted, it's weird because obviously not everybody got blessed. Like I think Formal was talking about it, and he was saying if you didn't have a good grapple player, your team
Yeah.
pretty much sucked because the grapple was essential because it was the grab slam, and the grab slam did wonders. As we know,
Oh, yeah.
Slacked was doing crazy shit with the grab slam. There's probably a few other people that I can't think of right now. So like, there's that. But at the same time, I felt like specialists added a huge part to the game because it's no longer about just streaks. It's no longer just about when I have a trophy and all this other stuff. Like it brought a different element to the game. Like you didn't need streaks to break a hill. If you had the what was it, the War Machine that was a grenade launcher or whatever, or you got a well before they patched the Tempest and it became kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Like if you got a War Machine or a Tempest, bro, you can break a hill just off of that.
Yeah.
Or with a grapple, if you got a good grapple and a grab slam, you can break a hill just off that. Or you can get like a 3-piece in S&D or control or whatever. Like the specialist integrated.
I think it just made it like so much better to watch and more entertaining.
Yeah, it made it more interesting.
Bro, because think about, we went from specialists to Modern Warfare 2019 where we were fucking waiting for people to get dead silence. But you know how stupid that was of a transition? That was the most exciting part of the fucking game of like S&D. Was, oh, he's got Daddy. I don't care. Well, I was watching Black Ops 4 and I'm like, oh shit, somebody got a grab slam. It's about to go down.
Right, you switch over to the guy with the Tempest and you're like, oh my god, something's about to happen.
Real.
Now they're like, oh, he's almost got Daddy. Bro, I don't care. I promise you, I don't. I literally don't. Yes, they need to bring back specialists in some sort of way. It doesn't have to be something crazy like BO4 if you're going back in time. It can be relevant to that time period, obviously, like a flamethrower or something.
Yeah.
But I think specialists, if we're going to stick with the boring CDL era, specialists need to come back to add some sort of excitement to the game. Because watching competitive now is, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be able to sit there and watch Call of Duty all day. I can't sit there and watch every single game anymore, bro. I just can't. Like, eventually it just gets so boring.
Yeah. I agree.
Next one. Pick 10 system or the weapon tuning?
Pick 10.
Pick 10.
Yeah, obviously.
I really like the weapon tuning. It
I'm
was
gonna be honest.
I
haven't tuned a single fucking weapon in my entire time. I have not tuned one weapon.
Like, even like right now, like I feel like we have too many attachments right now.
There's too many options. I shouldn't have to pick from 40 barrels, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they should have like
I should be able to go
guns.
in there, get FMJ, a stock or an underbarrel, and then like or double FMJ or whatever the fuck it is, bro. It should be that simple. A stock should be a stock.
Yeah.
An underbarrel should be an underbarrel. I shouldn't have to pick through 20 underbarrels, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now
here
I am looking on YouTube. What's the best MCW class? What's the best rival class? Like,
it shouldn't come to that. It should be obvious.
Yeah. Like, what's better for you? Do you want more rounds in your mag, or do you want the fast mags?
When they nerf guns, you gotta change what's on it. Black Ops 4, if they nerfed the gun, it didn't fucking matter, bro, because it was probably still viable. Like, it didn't matter. Now it's like, if a gun gets nerfed, like when NCW got nerfed, everybody was like, well, shit, what's the class now, bro? Because this one ain't it no more.
Exactly. Yeah.
Skill-based matchmaking.
I don't, listen, people bitch about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't notice a difference because I get into the game and I can have the exact same like good of a game that I did when skill-based matchmaking was weak. People complaining, saying that, oh, I gotta sweat every game, bro. I'm just chilling. I can casually drop my same numbers that I have been before without feeling like I'm sweating. Like I don't know where that comes from.
I think it
Even if
comes
you're a
more
player
from
of a higher, even if
from
you're
the
a pro,
pros.
a player of a higher ceiling, ain't nobody in that lobby the same skill level as you. You're in the top 1%. What are you bitching about?
I think it's more
Yeah.
though when it comes to like their content and stuff. As far as like Scump, if he's gained like basically iridescence and crimsons in his pubs, he can't make like his nuke videos as easy and stuff like that. Like
Yes, you
dropping nukes
can't.
Well,
on.
Get a
then-
fucking VPN like everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
it's not like people don't know that's
true.
what people do. And even back in the day, people reverse boosted for their content.
Mhm.
Just do the same shit, bro. Like you're scump. Who the fuck's gonna tell you that you're trash?
True. That is
I don't know.
it.
Skill based matchmaking, I don't
And I
care.
think the
If
more
they
people
wanna-
you play with too, the more even it becomes.
literally.
Like if you're
Yeah.
playing by yourself and you're high, like yeah, it's gonna be tough. But if you have more people to play with, it's gonna be evened out across.
Yeah,
your group of
granted, there's
friends or
that.
whatever.
Skill based matchmaking does like. I guess it can be annoying if you're playing by yourself, but like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's pubs, bro. Like the game shouldn't be taken that serious.
Yeah.
Like they
True.
say you
Yeah.
can't have fun because of skill-based matchmaking, and that's a lie. Because at one point in Modern Warfare 2019, I was just doing shit. I watched people like Marksman who stream Call of Duty specifically, and he streams Search. This man tries all different kinds of classes and wacky shit with skill-based matchmaking, and he still is able to have fun doing so. And like
Oh yeah.
and it makes content from it. So I feel like that excuse is kind of dumb. And like he plays with friends sometimes, but for the most part, he's by himself. Yes, he complains about the dog shit teammates that he gets, but he still
That's
gets
all of
content
us,
from
though.
it.
That's all
Yeah.
Like
of us.
everybody, you're gonna have somebody that's dog shit. Even when skill-based matchmaking was weak, I was getting people who were dropping like less than 10 kills in a game of domination. I don't know what you're doing the whole time to be getting less than
Mhm.
10 kills, but that's just everywhere. And
Yeah, and I mean in pubs, who doesn't really matter. Like if you want to be a competitive person, then just go
Yeah.
to ranked. Like
go to ranked if it's out.
you're
Like,
stressing about losing a TDM. Like what are you doing?
it's not that deep, bro. Like, and if you want content, you can make content. Like, you can have fun. It's just that they choose. I don't even think they try. I'm gonna be honest. I think they're
Yeah.
just like, oh, skill-based matchmaking. I can't make my throwing knife only video. Like, you can. Like, these knives only is still making fucking content with throwing knives and shit. Like, if he
Yeah.
can do
Yeah.
it, you can do it too, bro.
Yeah.
Another thing, do you think they should add map voting in COD ranked?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
think so.
that would be
because here's the
great.
thing: the map pool is already fucking small, and if I have to play high-rise control one more fucking time, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
one-
sucks because it's like
I swear,
whenever there's
high
an
rise
update,
is the map that I get the most when playing ranked. It's either high rise control,
yeah,
or it's
it
not even
seems
high
like-
rise S&D. It's just high rise control all the
Yeah,
fucking time.
that's how
Yeah,
it
well,
is for
it
me
seems
too.
it seems like every couple days, like it just changes
the
between
pool,
like
yeah.
three maps or something, 2 maps, and that's all you're playing for the next couple days.
Yeah, map voting
Where
and
it's
rank should be a
ridiculous.
thing. Like, you shouldn't be able to vote on the game mode. Like, it should give you the game mode,
Yeah,
like
randomized.
search
Yeah.
and destroy, and you vote which map you want to play on. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
like, I'm not saying be able to vote on like the game mode and map, but map voting is that needs to be a must. Map
Oh, yeah.
voting should always be a must, regardless of what.
For
I don't
real.
even know why it went away, because it was stupid. Because most of the maps suck nowadays, and I don't want
Yeah.
to sit here and play on your shitty maps all the fucking time.
And I
So,
hate it
map voting's a
because
must.
I'll be going game my flame on and then
You
I'm
get a trash ass map.
well, I'll get a trash map. It'll be terminal S&D every fucking time, and it'll be like I'm going hard, and then it's just that especially me. I've been playing as a SMG lately, and I'll be going hard, and then over there it's so fucking hard to use a SMG compared to
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
getting beam from AC with the MCW every single round. I'm like,
Terminal S&D is very boring. Me and Killin have played that in ranked
Yeah.
numerous times, bro. I swear we go to the same spot every single round. Everybody does. It's so boring.
yeah,
It's terrible.
and they also like took out snipers on it too. I felt like snipers made at least terminal S&D interesting because you could hold
Sniping
angles.
yeah.
needs to be fucking nerfed. I don't care what anybody says. Sniping is twisted.
It
It's
is-
been twisted since Cold War. Like the flinching and all that stuff isn't
Mhm.
strong enough. Back in the day, in like Black Ops 1 and all that, bro, if you wanted to be good with like quick scoping, like it took some skill. It takes 0 skill now. Like
Yeah.
I shouldn't hit you with 4 bullets of an MCW and you just quick scope me like it's nothing. Like that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I like that it was there at least for like S&D matches, because it would just like at least on Terminal, because Terminal, like, it's so like long of a map where like you have those people that are just hanging out watching the bookstore from it, and then they get flanked from like underplane or something like that, and it's so hard to win that gunfight for the snipers. It made it like kind of balanced over there.
Snipers definitely adds a better competitive experience, especially with search and destroy. But what pissed me off is the people using snipers on freaking high rise control.
Yeah,
like I get it, you want to
like
snipe
that
like
sniper
from
off
window.
of the spawn. Yeah,
bro, stop it. It's not working. It's round 5 and you have 6 kills. You're not doing anything.
And I think that's more on like COD when they're making the map. They should like make that metal right off of the rip a little thicker that they're sniping through to prevent that shot at least from the beginning right away, because the angles everybody's running from straight off the rip. And it's like they got to get there quick enough. If not, they can't get that point like contest it quick enough.
What was also stupid is you shouldn't be able to be releasing a brand new game and the remake maps are literally better than the new ones that you worked hard on.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That should not be a thing. A map from over like a decade ago should not be better than the ones that y'all are working on. And even then, I don't understand what's so hard about following those blueprints of the maps that were so good. Like, instead of remastering the map and just copying and pasting it and making everything look different, just take like that idea, tweak it a little bit, like take that map, tweak it a little bit, and then create a whole new map from it. Why are we getting these new maps that make absolutely no sense? Like, what is it? Piccadilly? What was that? What was that map? I don't want to play that. I don't want to play Hotel. Like, I don't want to play any of this stupid shit. Like, I shouldn't. Even in Cold War, the maps that weren't remasters were still good. Like, were like, it was still fine. But any other map, ass. I don't get it. And I get like we're getting Gulf War, and then we're getting like a Black Ops 2 remake or whatever. Which I guess is like okay if it's actually like a Black Ops 2 remake. If you have the same weapons from Black Ops 2 and all that other stuff. Or I don't know if they're just giving us a Black Ops game with Black Ops 2 maps and different guns. I hope not, because the guns on Black Ops 2 were actually fun. I'm sure they're not going to be balanced, and the ones that you enjoyed are not going to be as good anymore, because Call of Duty doesn't know how to fucking balance guns anymore, apparently. But I just feel like a remake shouldn't be better than the maps that y'all are working hard on. It just shouldn't. I mean, unless it's Shipment, because Shipment's ass, and it's always going to be ass, regardless of what people say. But that's just my opinion. I think it's stupid. I don't know if it's the creative team just being lazy, or they just suck, or they're overworked. But y'all gotta figure some shit out, bro. I'm getting tired of this.
For real. Okay, so right now, I want to hop into the next little like segment. This is hot takes. I'm gonna give you some hot takes. I just want your opinions on them. Blackout is better than Warzone.
I agree.
I love
Please
Blackout.
bring Blackout back. Oh my fucking God.
I love Blackout. It was so
I
good.
said this on somebody else's Twitter the other day. They were talking about Warzone and Verdansk and all that other stuff. I don't want Warzone. I'm sorry. You can say because I'm fucking bad or I'm ass or whatever.
I
prefer
RNG
Blackout
aspect
way more.
Yeah, like
I think we should get an option. I'm not even saying you have to scratch Warzone, but give people an alternative to Warzone. If you want to play Blackout, let me play Blackout. If you want Warzone, let me play Warzone. The mechanics and everything were different from them two games. I like the color better on Blackout.
Amazing.
Warzone feels extremely fucking dull to me, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It's boring. I get bored so quickly. I felt like
Yeah.
Blackout was better, and I feel like we should be able to have that option. Like if we want to play Blackout, we can play Blackout. If you want to play Warzone, play Warzone. Why they stopped Blackout and just went to Warzone and continued going makes zero sense to me. I thought when Cold War came back, like they were gonna do Blackout again, but it just kept going to Warzone,
Yeah.
and I don't want that.
I agree. I think Blackout was much better. Of the Warzone maps, I think Verdansk was the best one. It's kind of gone downhill since then.
It is, and they've definitely gone
And
down.
for the Resurgence maps, kind of same thing. Like Rebirth Island was
Mhm.
Was great.
great, and
I
then we got all
enjoyed
these other
Rebirth.
ones where they're all kind of
Yeah,
like,
Sheikah,
bad, and it's like, what are we doing?
Korchinski, I didn't care for him too much either.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think that's a. People are gonna say it's a hot take, but I feel like I don't think that one's that much of a hot take. Like Blackout was good, and I feel like it was a good introduction to Call of Duty
Well,
Battle Royale, and
Oh,
it shouldn't
definitely.
have gone away.
And the part I liked about it is the RNG aspect of it. Like, I don't like the loadouts at all because it's always going to be metas and same things
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, Blackout didn't really feel like it had like
just
a
found
meta.
whatever
Like,
guns,
you
yeah.
just-
Yeah, and I like
whatever
having
you
to
wanted.
find like the medical stuff, like to heal yourself.
Mhm.
You didn't just regen like normal. Like
Yeah. I like that aspect of Blackout a lot more than
Oh yeah, because
Warzone.
you couldn't use custom loadouts in
Nope.
Blackout. You just
No,
had to
it
find
was
a good
just-
gun. Yeah.
And find the
Yeah.
attachments
And
you
the
want on the
attachments.
ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the RNG. It reminds me of it was the Call of Duty's PUBG, which I
Yeah.
thought was good. I thought that was
Yeah.
good, and then when they added the advanced movement into Blackout, that was a cool integration.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got Warzone, where it's just fucking
Yeah.
whatever the fuck
Metas
people
all
do,
day, yeah.
bro.
Okay, next hot take. Nuketown is overrated.
Yeah, I didn't like playing Nuketown that much.
I think Nuketown is solid. Would I want a Nuketown 24/7 playlist? No.
Yeah, I think it's
It's
okay, but
cool.
if you
It's
yeah.
cool, like every now and then, like if you want to have a little bit of fun and do whatever, like cool. But I'd say it's overrated. Like it's not bad, but it's not great. Like I'd rather play Raid or like Slums if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones are way better maps. Yeah, and I feel like
Honestly.
it's been redone like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And like
I think
like,
somebody
what
did
can
it.
you
I
really
think there
do
was
for
an
redoing
8
it?
or 9.
That's like
Exactly.
That's like shipment reworks,
Yeah.
or like remasters. It's the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. Next hot take, which I think most of y'all probably agree on. People who use riot shields are complete garbage.
I think
Yeah,
if
I
you're
don't
using
like
a
riot
riot
shields.
shield to troll, like if you're with a group of people and you're using riot shields, like that's funny to me. But
Yeah.
if you're by yourself, oh nah.
And then
If
running
you're-
like a shotgun or something with it.
if you're
like,
using a
no.
riot shield and you just got like a shotgun or you're like something super annoying with it and you're by yourself, like, and you're not getting content, like if you're not filming like a YouTube video or like trying to get a TikTok or whatever, if you're just doing that just to do it, like you suck. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Well, that was the last of the hot takes I had. Did y'all have any hot takes?
No,
Stone God's one.
I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna. If you post a clip of it, I'm gonna get crucified. I'm gonna get crucified, and I'm not gonna care. But I'm not gonna say it. Not now. I'll say it one day.
All right. So next up is kind of about the next COD.
Oh no, I do have a hot take.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
say it. It's a different one. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I don't know what y'all are saying, but it was not as hype as people make it out to be. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Like the original MW2 and MW3, I was there, bro. It was not that hype. Like people keep talking about it on
like
Twitter all
OG
the time.
MW2.
They're like, "Oh, you wouldn't have survived in the Xbox 360 Modern Warfare 2 in 3 lobbies." Like, bro, I was there. They weren't that like. I don't know what y'all thought it was. Maybe it was cool to you because you were like 8. I mean, I probably was too, around that age. But it wasn't that cool, bro. Like, that's my hot take. Like, people be gassing it. Like anytime I hear people talk about, it, I'm like, I was there. I played the game. I enjoyed it, but it's not what you making it out to be, bro.
The one I feel that's like the best in like the sense of all that for me was always like BO3. BO3 will always be like peak Call of Duty for me, at least.
I think BO2 was peak Call of Duty for me. Like just loading it, just BO2. Like there wasn't really any map like I can think of on BO2 where I was like, ugh, I don't want to play this map. Like some
Yeah.
of them were big. Like there was Yemen and like there was probably one other one that I can't remember.
What's
But,
the
like,
one
they were,
with the turbine? A turbine? Is that it?
yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Turbine. Like they weren't unbearable to me. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't like it, but they were still map voting at the time, so it's not like you always got them. But
I didn't really
felt
play
like
multiplayer in any of those. I just did campaigns. I don't think I did
Oh.
multiplayer to like Ghosts.
No, what
They had
map I
good-
want to see a
they had
remake
good
of?
campaigns though.
I want
Yeah.
to see a remake of
Gustav
Standoff.
Cannon.
Gustav Cannon.
Standoff. I fucking love Standoff. Standoff was
My
one of
bad.
my favorite maps. And why we haven't
I'm
seen
trying to
it
remember
return.
which one was Standoff.
That's the one with like the stone buildings in the middle. It had like
Oh
that one big house and the gas
yeah,
station.
we did get that though, didn't we? Get that in
I think
Cold War.
was it in Cold War?
We got Raid.
If we got it
No,
in Cold War,
Standoff
War.
wasn't Standoff was in Cold War.
if it was towards the end because that's why I
yeah,
stopped
it
playing
got added
it.
towards the end.
Yeah, and that's why it. I think that
They put
should
it in
be
CDL competitive towards the end though. When
Yeah.
it got added.
towards the end of
Standoff
it.
was-
I kind of
Standoff
stopped
was a good
playing
map.
it. But yeah, Standoff was one of my favorite maps. I wanted to see it return. Hopefully, it'll be in the next COD.
Another hot
Yeah.
take. That's probably not so much of a hot take anymore. Ghost was a good game. Y'all can
I
cry all
love
y'all
Ghost.
want.
Yeah.
Ghost was a good game.
Ghost is good.
Y'all
I
can-
love Ghosts.
Y'all
Yeah.
can suck my left nut. I don't care. Ghost was a good game. People
Oh.
like to drag it, but Ghost was good. Competitively, it was a good game. Like, yes, some of the maps sucked, but like now that I think about it, the game was actually good. Like it was a little annoying because like the coloring of the game was weird. Like it kind of looks like Warzone a little bit when it comes to it. But like it was a good game. I enjoyed it. People
Yeah,
hate
I
on
like
Ghost,
Ghosts.
but
That's
Ghost,
probably the first one I did multiplayer with.
Ghost was fun.
Mm-hmm. Next thing was what did you want to see in the next Call of Duty? Boots on the ground or advanced movement?
I'm gonna be honest.
I think advanced movement.
I think
Just to change it up.
because here's the thing: we
Right.
had Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and Infinite Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Those were 3 games that were jetpacks. If you
Mhm.
really think about it, that's not that long of a jetpack era. Like,
True.
Yeah.
if you really think about it, it wasn't that long, and at the time, people made it seem like it was such a big deal. But
Yeah.
3 years, well, arguably 3 years, like it's not that bad.
And
Yeah.
here's what I was thinking. I was thinking about if they want to do something like advanced movement, but still want people, because I know there's like a lot of negativity around like the advanced movement and people want boots on the ground. Why not use it as like a special, like the specialist, how we were talking about, like a
Yeah.
specialist abilities or something like that,
Yeah.
to where you get that
I don't
advanced
even
movement out of
think-
it.
That's
Yeah.
I don't think
I
that's
was gonna s-
necessary.
I
I
was
just
gonna
say
say-
I feel like they should just add it. Like
Yeah, I think
at
it
this
should
point,
either be.
Boots is kind of
I think
Boots is kind of stale to me. Like I'm not saying it's stale, but it's not with the games.
I think we need
if you're
something
gonna-
different.
If you're gonna continue to
Like-
make the maps that you do, like I feel like some of these maps wouldn't be as bad as they are if we had advanced movement.
yeah.
But because we
I-
don't, it's like kind of boring. Like the pacing
It's
is
kinda
weird
slow,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like advanced movement would help if they're gonna continue to make shitty maps the way that they are.
Yeah.
The advanced movement needs to be integrated or just specialist, something exciting that will speed up the game. They need something.
Yeah, that's what I was
'Cause
gonna say. I think we need something different, either
I'm
jetpacks
tired
or
of
specialists.
getting fucking excited over people getting a trophy or dead silence because I
Yeah.
don't care,
Exactly.
bro. I just don't care.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think they could probably be doing that because isn't Gulf War supposed to be right after BO2, in between BO2 and BO3? So there's
Yeah,
a
I
chance where
think
they
so. And
can do that.
And BO2 had some advanced weaponry and stuff. I mean, BO2 took place in like 20, I think it was 2025 actually,
yeah, something.
which is next year. We don't have any of that shit that wasn't there. So I feel like advanced movement and specialists can be integrated into it. It would be surprising. I think if they could keep, if Gulf War does have jetpacks, if they could keep it a secret until the trailer comes out, that's a win for them. I feel like jetpacks would be great. I'd also be excited to watch competitive again because I've wanted to see players like Simp, Abizi, Celium on jetpacks. I know they competed during those times, but like I didn't get to see them because I didn't even know who they are. Well, I knew who Simp was because I knew about the EU cadets, but that was also in World War II. But supposedly they were like gods in Jet and BO3 and stuff. So it'd be cool to see a lot of those players on jetpacks. It'd be new to see the new era of players on jetpacks. Like I want to see Shotzi. Bro's already breaking cameras and doing all types of weird stuff without advanced movement. I want to see what he can do like with advanced movement. And then there's players like Scrap, who I like Scrap. He talks a lot of shit. He's a good villain for the league. It'd be nice to see players like him, like if they can still can compete at that level on jetpacks. And then it also adds a nice element, I think, because I feel like there's a lot of players who were better at jetpack games and aren't as good on boots. And it did create a skill gap. So there's that as well. If the guns suck, that's the problem though, because I don't want advanced movement with shitty guns. I'm not trying to shoot people out of the sky with a gun that's gonna take 10 bullets to kill them, bro. Because then I'm really not gonna be able to kill anybody.
All right. I think that's pretty much done.
Do y'all think they should add the stem back?
The stem,
because in BO4 the stem was a necessity. At first, I was weird about it because everybody had to get used to stemming. Like they had stems before, but like everybody had to get used to stemming. Like you had to.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I know when Modern Warfare 2019 first came out. I was playing with my friends. Literally day one, I tried to stem off rip because I was just used to doing it the entirety of BO4, and even afterwards, I was just stemming. I didn't mind it that much. I'm gonna be honest. It was a little weird, but now that I think about it, it did, again, like Specialist, it created some interesting plays during the competitive scene. Like it did add it added some spice to the game.
I don't really have like a negative or a positive on it. I could play with it either way. I feel like I got used to it pretty quick, but I also like not having like that thought in the back of my head like, oh, have I stimmed yet, or did I stim? Like it's another thing I have to worry about too, though.
I just think if the guns are gonna continue to be, if ARs and subs are gonna continue to be unbalanced the way that they are, clearly one is better than the other. Like I've seen people melt others with the rifle from AR distances. Like if subs are gonna continue to be able to do that, I feel like the stems would add a little bit. It would give somewhat a better chance, because you can use movement to get out of a gunfight with a rifle. They're probably gonna chase you down, but like at the end of the day, like you can stem up and re-challenge, and then maybe they didn't stem up and they're already weak or whatever. Like I felt like the stem added some nice aspects to the game.
I didn't mind it
because it wasn't that bad. Like somebody could stem and you could still kill them in the middle of their stem and it wouldn't matter. So it's not like it was just like broken to where like you put shots into somebody and they stem and then like, I mean, some people did get re-challenged and shit on, but that's just like them ego challenge people. But at the end of the day, it wasn't like if somebody stemmed, it was the end of the world. Like if they stemmed, you can still shoot them in the middle of it and it'd just be whatever.
Yeah, it's still a fair fight.
It's better than that stupid ass body armor they had in Black Ops 4. I hated people who wore that
the
shit,
body
bro.
armor, that was.
Bro, that was the most annoying people ever. Because you literally be on a kill streak and then you run into somebody with fucking body armor.
That shit was rough. So we have been giving Call of Duty a lot of like
You know what's funny is I texted Killin that. I
Yeah.
texted her, I think it was today. I was like, do you know what we're supposed to be talking about on this
Yeah.
podcast? And she was like, Call of Duty. And I was like, okay. So we're going to be shitting on Call of Duty the entire time. Cool.
Yeah, so we've been shitting on 'em a lot today, but the one thing I do want to say that they've gotten a lot better at this year is their skins and stuff. Like they've added a lot better skins, I think, so far. Like the fucking rubber duck character. I like it wasn't my favorite, but I do like the concept behind it of the comic guy. I just don't like the colors.
Operators.
Yeah. Like that. I just wish that they would take it away, like the camos you get from the things, and instead of being blueprints, and just turn them into actual camos and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Because I like you could
I
get
like
some
the
awesome ones.
operators, and I like that you can get good, like the blueprint from Cold War, the dragon for the what was it called? Not the Galil, but the
I know which one you're talking about. I have it. That was it.
I don't
ICR?
No, I don't remember what it was called in Cold War.
I know what you're talking
The
about.
Krieg.
Though. Yeah.
The dragon blueprint for the Krieg. Like that one was cool. And it would be cool if it was like a skin that you could just add on any AR and it have that effect.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. There's certain gun packs that have cool blueprints, but I don't get them just because for the gun that the blueprint's on. I'm like, I would never use this.
But I will say they have gotten a lot better at their skins, like their operator skins and their weapon skins.
Oh no, they
this year.
definitely have. They've put in some, like the
They have
the
that
4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse
Yeah.
skins. I thought those were really cool. I didn't buy any of them, but I definitely thought about it.
Yeah, I like even like the cosmic one. I think it's a $20 skin, and then you get the $20 COD points as well as the skin.
Yeah.
And it was like the galaxy kind of stuff. I like those ones that they've added in. I got the Hades and the Ares and all them. But
I think though with the operators, I have like they're spending a lot of time on that and not on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, cruise missile still shouldn't be broken.
Like, yeah.
Well, I wish they would
I wish they'd bring back the create an operator kind of vibe that they had in Ghost, where you could customize your operator. I mean, they kind of had it in BO4 where you could change certain aspects of your operator. I think they should just go back to that.
Yeah, I wish they would add like the kind of like the cosmetic to that, and just get rid of all the weapons, like the attachments that they're doing. I feel like that's why they don't do like just weapon skins and do the blueprints instead, because they have to reskin certain attachments that are going with that gun and all that, just to get the gun like looking nice. If they got rid of the attachments and just did it as a weapon camo, I think it would save time.
Blueprints is like the worst thing to happen to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare fucked it, bro.
But even like the CDL skins, like those are nice. Like the way they did the operators and weapon skins on there, if they did that for like each pack they did, I think they would get a lot more revenue.
That's
just straight off
what made me mad last year when they did the specific blueprints for the TAC and the Vesnov. I feel like those camos should have just been generic camos. I mean, I get they're gonna look different on every gun, but at the end of the day, I'd rather just have the camo that I can equip to every gun. Like the Surge one looked cool. The Thieves one looked really cool. Hell, LEGs looked really cool. Like it was kind of dumb that.
And I do like that about the ones they released this year, how they're like all kind of unique. Like the
it's not like the previous ones where it's just a camo with fucking different colors.
Like the LA Thieves. I just want to buy the LA Thieves one just because it's the topography.
Their camo is really nice.
That topography, that's like their stuff. Even the Phase one, it's their logo like all over the place on it.
Yeah.
That one looks
They did
cool
a
to
good
me.
job this year.
Yeah.
They did a good job because the previous years they literally was just
Even like that
it was
monster
just a
operator
camo.
skin they just added. I like that one. I like what they're doing with their operators and all that this year.
They need to put less time into it though.
Yeah.
I
That's
agree
why
with
say
you. If you
they
took
don't
out
do the blueprint stuff and just the weapon skins, I think it'd save them a lot of time.
take out blueprints and just make it a camo that you can slap on any gun.
Mm-hmm.
Because the blueprint shit is dumb anyways. Because people are gonna change the attachments to the attachments that they want at the end of the day, and once you change the attachment, it
messes up
the blueprint.
Yeah.
It changes back to default one. It's dumb. I don't like it.
Or you'll get attachment that's like tan or something on it, and it's like, why is my attachment beige but my whole gun's white in like
I was
purple?
telling Killin about that because the CDL reward for ranked, not the CDL reward, the ranked reward, it's an MCW, but it's not the MCW class that we use.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Stupid.
I was thinking the same thing because I saw it the other day, and I was like, why the fuck is it a blueprint with like that nobody's using right now?
Dude, I was literally playing ranked with Killin, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, a ranked reward is the MCW, and I looked at the gun, and I was like, that's not the MCW class.
The only reason I could see them doing that is because I know it was meta before the thing, but I don't think they knew the exact class and attachments before they released the reward, the ranked reward. You know what I mean? Because the season started before.
Literally text any pro.
No, but I think that because it's even changed a little bit now. Like, what is it? Everybody was using the flash hider now. Now it's all about the brilted rake or something like that.
But like, that's my
just
thing.
Certain
though.
things like that are always changing.
It shouldn't be. It should just be a camo. So you don't have to worry about it.
That's what I'm saying too, though.
Like I said, I get it. Certain camos look better on certain guns, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just give me the camo.
For real.
Or for better yet, just make camos how they used to back in the day. Like Black Ops 2, you can get a camo for like what, $3, and it look good on any gun.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think with that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Killin and Stonebanks' links will be in the bio.
Don't go to mine. I don't update anything.
When does the TGL start again? It's March 8th, right?
Oh,
or March 3rd?
March 8th is the draft.
March 8th
That's
is
our
the
draft. I don't know.
And I will be streaming it. I think it's like the next week or something like that, like a week or two later.
I don't think we'll be actually playing though.
Okay. Well,
I think it's just a draft, and then which I mean, if y'all want to tune in, go ahead. More eyes on the league is better. We're trying to expand it. I say we like I'm the host of it. I didn't. It's not.
Yeah, I'll get you the channel.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah, so go ahead and check that out in the link in the bio too, so you guys could keep up with them. We're going to be dropping a new episode every Friday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you guys have any like other topics you want to see us talk about, let me know and we can schedule another podcast. All right.
Please drop hot takes that I can immediately just
argue with.
Just backhand.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll see you all in the next podcast. Later.
Bye.